I'm Celeste Woodley, and I had the great pleasure of being born in Boulder in 1924 on the campus of the University of Colorado. I was not in Boulder during the Depression, but I was in North Denver, and I have a recollection of people being a little concerned, my parents being concerned about where the money would be coming from and whether my father would lose his job. But my grandparents, who had lost all of their money in the crash of 1929, had to reopen their meat market business, and they did so with gusto in North Denver, and again made it a very profitable and famous meat market. It was the biggest one west of the Mississippi. I remember men particularly, in fact always men, coming to our door during the Depression and asking for a bite to eat. My mother always said, "Come around to the back door and I'll fix you something." And Mother always fixed them a ham sandwich or gave them something to eat. Once in a while we'd drive up to see the CCC camp up there near 6th and Baseline, and there was one in Golden too, where Franklin Roosevelt had set up an agency for young men to do some public work so they wouldn't be out of work and homeless.
Well, my name is Milton Scott Cox. I grew up, was born at Grand Junction, and folks, Dad had a job at a store. He lost his job at a store in Montrose, and which I won't go into. And then he started a candy store in Grand Junction, and he went broke due to the Depression. Nobody had money to buy candy, so he decided, well, let's go back to farming. So they moved on to a little farm called the Billy Newton place out on Ash Mesa on Delta. So we had good neighbors, and we all worked together, and we were all in the same boat. We were all dirt poor. None of us, I don't think, ever knew. We didn't know we were poor, but we had food, and we had clothes on our back, and we had a home, and we didn't have electricity till 1937. The REA, the Rural Electrification Association, was able to electrify all of the valley. So I can remember the first time we turned on our lights. I was a little kid, and I was so excited I didn't know what to do. It's hard to describe the way things were, because people were, well, Dad had a guy come to him, I guess, one time, Dad was advertising for a hired man. So this gentleman came, and Dad asked him, "Now, can you irrigate?" And the guy said, "No, I don't know how," or something like that. Dad said, "Gee, I'm sorry, I can't hire you. I have to have somebody who knows how to irrigate." My brother said the guy went away crying. I mean, he was that desperate for work. I'm real concerned about what's happening to us today. Now, whether we're as bad off today as we were then, I don't know. But
I'm Dorothy Greeno, and I was born in Englewood, Colorado in 1925. That same year, my father was out of work, and we rode in someone's rumble seat car to Oregon to find work for him, and he found no work, so we turned around and came back to Englewood, Colorado. And in 1932, my brother was born, and that same year we moved to Leadville, Colorado, and we had a real nice life there. We skied and ice skated and played tennis in the summertime. My dad was head of the meter department for the Public Service Company. When we were in Leadville, we were not destitute, but we didn't have a lot of money, and so we didn't have money to repair shoes, and so they bought rubber soles, stick-on soles for my shoes, and when I'd walk, why, in the snow and whatever, why, they would come loose and flap, you know. So anyway, that was part of our economy, you know, was to wear stick-on soles.